Good evening, humans of universe. Good evening, people of Bharat. Here is Som, today enjoying in Kolkata a slow-paced life that I have embraced these days. I would like to say you something today, particularly to the medical professionals. I have suffered from deep depression and I was given antidepressant drugs and I took those drugs for many years, many years, okay? But of course those drugs blunted my emotions. So one day suddenly I said enough is enough and I stopped taking the pills, and then actually the real me with all emotions, with all powerful nature that God has given to me, I have come out. Only after I said goodbye to the drugs. So I would like to say you that for all the people who are suffering from the depression, antidepressant drugs is not the solution for these kinds of problems, because the drugs might blunt the emotional outburst, but it cannot remove the root cause of the depression. The first thing we need to do is to remove the root cause of the depression. Nobody actually cared why am I being depressed. Let me tell you today, let us be very frank today, why was I depressed, okay? The first reason of depression was that my awakening happened in pretty early age. When I was 10, 12 years old, my grandfather used to tell me story from Second World War to the contemporary history, to why Hitler used to send batches of German scientists to the Himalayan area of Bharat to collect the Sanskrit books, and how the medicine industry, homeopathy industry was being formed from those ancient texts of Sanskrit texts, and how German during the World War II, how Hitler took the help of our ancient arsenal text book to build highly scientific, sophisticated weaponry systems. And all those stories, my grandfather, and not only that, how the Calcutta blackout of the streets during the Japanese bombing, and all sorts of stories my grandfather used to tell me, including Ramayana, Mahabharata, the great Vishalyakarani medicine, and all sorts of things, okay? So my awakening happened at a pretty early age when I came to know that it was not quit India, because the effect of quit India for driving out the Britishers from Bharat was minimal. So I knew it pretty early, but I had to write the falsification of facts that it was quit India which actually helped us to drive out the British away from the Bharat. And then also there are other issues, right? For example, I knew that Akbar was not that a great sultan, because he didn't even spare his army chief Man Singh's family girls and women and took them in his son's harem, okay? So, and during only Akbar's time, there was huge amount of conversion from Hindu to Muslim. So I knew for sure that Akbar is not that great, but every year after year, we had to write answers on the question paper why Akbar is called the greatest Sultan of Bharat. So similarly, the history of Bharat is full of falsification and misleading facts. So that's what, knowingly I was writing all the false facts on the exam paper just to get marks. So it was the falsification of the history that actually played havoc in my education. Then there are other issues as well, okay? For example, when I left the college, engineering college, there was no link between what I learned in the engineering college and what I have to do in the software industry. There was absolutely no link between that. So that also, tortured me. What is the point in, studying 4 years in a college if the college education doesn't matter at all what I was supposed to do in the industry. So this was another part of the story where I got, my depression was real, okay, because of all such issues, and because of and of course the backbiting and office politics and all these things actually made me depressed, okay. How come people become so bad, or how come people become so willfully blind that they don't want to see what is so obvious. So this was the main reason of the depression. But when and I was cornered by everybody, most of the colleagues, and I was kicked out from this company to that company. At least I was kicked out from 30 to 40 companies in Bharat IT industry. And although I knew that I was not that stupid to be kicked out because citing the performance issue, but this happened to me. So this was basically the basic reason of depression. But nobody cared. Nobody tried to pinpoint that area. Okay, this is the point where the depression is coming. The falsification of historical facts in Bharat, the no link between the education that I got in engineering college and the job that I do, and many other socio-economic conditions. Okay, this was the main reason of the depression. But antidepressant was not the solution, naturally, because if I have to come out of such prolonged period of depression, I had to find out the root cause of the depression, which was nobody cared for that root cause, and I suffered a lot, and I had to take pills, antidepressant pills, for many years before one day I said, okay, enough is enough, goodbye. Now I am enjoying my life, slow-paced life in Kolkata, and got some sort of financial freedom. I've got a small flat in Kolkata. I have my family. I have my son who is trying to become a formidable intellectual Kshatriya in the future Bharat. But I am almost at the fag end of my career, because at the age of 50, probably I cannot expect somebody would give me a job or whatever. Okay, but that's okay. My life is gone. But anyway, let me build the life of my son, Ridit, only son Ridit, who is now 12 years old and who has his technical YouTube channel, who has his technical blog and all sorts of things. Okay, so Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. But again, the message to the medical professionals, or particularly the psychiatrists, though antidepressant is not the solution for a guy who is suffering from deep depression. Try to find out the root cause and try to figure out exactly, try to fix that root cause of the depression first, instead of giving him antidepressant. So feel the energy, feel the vibe, feel my frequency today. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.